Okay, in section 8 there's 12 questions. You have to answer any 10 of them. So question 1, U is the set of numbers from 1 to 12 inclusive. A and B are both subsets of U. A includes the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 9. B includes the numbers 1, 4, 5, 11 and 12. U is the universal set which contains the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So the universal set is represented with a rectangular box, and inside this rectangular box we should have the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. A and B then are two subsets of the universal set. We always represent subsets as circles. Now the set A and the set B intersect because there should be some elements common to both A and B. So you can see the number 1 is common to both A and B. 4 is common to both A and B, and 5 is common to both A and B. So we can put 1, 4 and 5 in the intersection between A and B. Now inside A only then we're still left with a 1, a 3 and a 9. Inside B only then we've got 11 and 12. Okay, but there's some numbers we haven't dealt with yet. So we have dealt with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We haven't dealt with 6, 7, 8. We have dealt with 9. Nor have we dealt with 10, and 11 and 12 are also in B. Okay, so we have completed the Venn diagram. In question 2, an experiment consists of throwing 2 dice. Show all possible outcomes using the two-way table. So we want to show the sample space. So a sample space lists all possible outcomes in an experiment. So here we've got 2 dies. We've got die 1 and die 2. So one possible outcome is a 1 on the first and a 1 on the second. We could have a 1, 2, or a 1, 3, a 1, 4, a 1, 5, or a 1, 6. And the next set of possible outcomes, we could have 2 first of all. So we could have a 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. Next of all, we could have a 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, and 3, 6. Next of all, we could have 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. And next of all, starting with a 5, and finally then starting with a 6. So you can see there's 36 different possible outcomes in this experiment. Question 3, we want to multiply the following to form a cubic expression. So here we've got 3 linear expressions. And to multiply 3 linear expressions, we're going to multiply out 2 of them first of all. So if we leave the x plus 2 out in front, and then we're going to multiply x plus 4 by x plus 6. Now x by x gives x squared. X by 6 gives 6x. 4 by x gives 4x, and then 4 by 6 gives plus 24. And inside these brackets we can add the 6x and the 4x to give 10x. Next of all, if we multiply x by x squared, that gives x cubed. If you multiply x by 10x, that gives 10x squared. If you multiply x by 24, that gives 24x. Next of all, if you multiply 2 by x squared, that gives 2x squared. 2 by 10x, that gives 20x. And then 2 by 24, that gives 48. And then to simplify, we've got a 10x squared and a 2x squared. They're going to add to 12x squared. We've a 24x and a 20x, they'll add to 44x. So the cubic expression then will be x cubed plus 12x squared plus 44x plus 48. In question 4 then, a restaurant has got a meal special. It's €20 for a starter, a main course and a dessert. The choices are as follows. So with the starters, we've got pancakes, soup, watermelon or smoked salmon. There's 4 of these. The main courses can be chicken, beef, fish or pork. There's 4 of these. And the desserts, we've got chocolate chip cookies, apple pie and cheesecake. So if we want to know the total number of different meal options available, we just multiply these 4 by these 4 by these 3. So it's 4 by 4 by 3, and that gives 48. Question 5 then, we want to solve this quadratic equation. So we've got x squared plus x minus 12 equals 0. Now the factors of x squared are definitely x by x. The factors of 12 could be 12 and 1, 6 and 2, or 4 by 3. Now we need to get a plus 1x. So that means we're going to have a 4 and a 3. Because 4 taken with 3 will give you a plus 1. So the factors then of x squared plus x minus 12 or x minus 3 and x plus 4. You can see the plus 4 and the minus 3 does give you this 1x. Next of all, if we solve these separately equal to 0, you're going to have x minus 3 equals 0 or x plus 4 equals 0. So this means x equals 3 or x equals minus 4. So we have the two roots of the quadratic equation. In question 6 then, we want to solve the simultaneous equations to find the value of x and the value of y. Now we've got 2x plus 3y minus 1, and we can label that as equation number 1, and then we've got x minus y equals minus 7. We can label that as equation number 2. So we can either get rid of the x's or the y's. Now if we want to get rid of the y's, we'd multiply by 3. So if we leave equation number 1 the way it is, as 2x plus 3y equals 1, and the next equation, if we multiply everything by 3, that becomes a 3x, that becomes minus 3y, and that equals a minus 21. So what's going to happen then is the plus 3y and the minus 3y cancel out. 2x and 3x add to 5x. 1 take away 21 is minus 20. Next of all, x is being multiplied by 5. If you bring the 5 across, you would divide. And minus 20 divided by 5 means that x equals minus 4. Now we can sub x equals minus 4 into either equation number 1 or equation number 2. If we use equation number 2 and replace this x with a minus 4, you get minus 4 minus y equals a minus 7. This is a minus 4 on this side. If you bring it over, it becomes a plus 4. Now minus 7 plus 4 is a minus 3. So minus y equals minus 3. If you change the signs on both sides, this means y then equals a plus 3. So your x is minus 4 and your y equals 3. And if you want, you can represent your answer as a coordinate system where your x is minus 4 and your y equals 3. Question 7, then we want to find the value of n if we've got a to the power of 7 plus a squared all over a to the power of 5, and this equals a to the power of n. Now on top, we've got a to the power of 7 multiplied by a to the power of 2. Using the laws of indices, this means we would add these powers. So if you add the 7 and the 2, this adds to 9. And next law of indices then, if you're dividing, we subtract the indices. So if you've got 9 and you subtract 5, this is going to give a to the power of 4. So this means your n value is 4. In question 8, we want to calculate the slope of the line n. And given that the line L has equation 3y equals 2x plus 3. If you bring the 3 over, we're going to divide. So the equation of a line can be written as y equals mx plus c. So if you do have y on its own, the number in front of the x is going to be the slope n. So here, if we bring the 3 over, we're going to divide, and then y is going to equal 2x plus 3 divided by 3. We can then split this up, and we can write this as 2/3 of x plus 3 over 3. So that should be a 3. It doesn't matter anyway, it's the number in front of the x that's important. So this means the slope n is going to be 2 over 3. A is the point 31 and B is the point 99. Find the midpoint of the line AB. So here, A is coordinates 31 and B is coordinates 99. We can label 31 as x1, y1 and the point B as x2, y2. And the slope of a line the midpoint is x1 plus x2 over 2, comma y1 plus y2 over 2. So we add the x's, divide by 2, add the y's and divide by 2. Here if we add the x's, we're going to have 3 and 9, which is 12 divided by 2. And if we add the y's, we're going to have 1 plus 9 divided by 2. So 3 and 9 is 12, divide that by 2 gives 6. 1 and 9 is 10, divide that by 2 is 5. So the midpoint is coordinates 6, 5. Question 10, A is the point 31 and B is the point 99. Find the length of the line AB. So again, A has coordinates 31, B is coordinates 99. We can label these as x1, y1 and x2, y2. So to find the length of the line AB, we can use the length or distance formula. So D equals the square root of x2 minus x1 to be squared plus y2 minus y1 to be squared. So the x2 value is 9 minus the x1 value is 3. And that's all to be squared. Plus the y2 value is 9 minus the y1 value is 1. And then that's all to be squared. So 9 take away 3 is 6. So that's going to be 6 squared plus 9 take away 1 is 8 squared. Now 6 squared is 36, 8 squared is 64. So D is the square root of 100, which is just 10. So that means that the length of the line segment AB is just 10. Question 11, A is the point 31 and B is the point 99. Find the slope of the line AB. So again, we're just going to label the two coordinates as x1, y1 and x2, y2. Now the slope formula, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So here m is going to be 9 minus 1 all over 9 minus 3. 9 take away 1 is 8, 9 take away 3 is 6. And that simplifies to 4 over 3. Question 12 then, A is the point 31 and B is the point 99. Find the equation of the line AB. Now if you want to find the equation of a line, you need a point and a slope. Now we know we have the point 31 and we've already found the slope of the line AB in question 11, and that worked out as 4 over 3. So the equation of a line is y minus y1 equals m on x minus x1. We already have the point 31 and we can label that as x1, y1, and in the previous question we had the slope which was 4 over 3. So this means then we're going to have y minus 1 equals 4 over 3 on x minus 3. On the right hand side we're dividing by 3. If you bring that 3 across we can multiply. So you've got 3 times y minus 1 equals, and we're still left with 4 on x minus 3. So multiplying in, this is going to give 3y minus 3 on the left, and then on the right you're going to get 4x minus 12. And then if you bring everything to one side, so if we bring this plus 3y over, it becomes a minus 3y. If you bring this minus 3 over, it becomes plus 3. So that means we're left at 4x minus 3y minus 9 equals 0.